Welcome back to Mastering MHA MBA and Chapter 15. In Part 1, we saw what good communication looks like. Now, in Part 2, we ask why it fails. Because between the message you send and the message they receive, there are barriers, and knowing them is the first step to getting past them. Remember, communication only works when the meaning received matches the meaning sent. Barriers are the noise that pulls those two apart. There are 5 big ones worth knowing, and every one of them is fixable once you can see it. Let us walk through them. The first is a poor choice of channel. Some messages fit a quick text or email, others need a phone call or a face-to-face. Deliver bad news or a delicate issue by email, and the channel itself distorts the message. Rich personal topics need rich personal channels. Match the channel to the message. The second is poor written or oral expression. Even the right channel fails if the words are muddled. Rambling emails, jargon, vague requests, unclear presentations, all of it forces the receiver to guess. Clear, concise, well-organized expression is not a nicety. It is what makes the difference between being understood and being misread. The third is failing to spot nonverbal signals. So much meaning travels through body language, tone, facial expression, and posture. When someone's words say yes but their body says no, the nonverbal usually wins. Miss those cues or send mixed ones yourself, and the real message never gets through. This is why great communicators read the room. A crossed arm posture, a hesitant tone, a glance at the clock, these say as much as any sentence. And it cuts both ways. Your own nonverbal signals must match your words. Say you're open to feedback while frowning and checking your phone, and no one believes the words. The fourth barrier is information filtering, the distortion of information as it moves through people. It is the very human tendency to tell the boss what they want to hear. Bad news gets softened, mistakes get buried, and by the time information reaches the top, it may be dangerously rosy. Leaders who punish honesty guarantee they will be the last to know the truth. The fifth is overload and distraction. There is only so much information any of us can absorb. When messages pile up faster than we can process them, important ones get missed, and constant interruptions shatter our focus. In a world of endless pings, attention itself has become the scarce resource. Here is where this gets very current and a little overwhelming. In 2025, Microsoft found that knowledge workers are interrupted about every 2 minutes, roughly 275 times a day, and toggle between apps over 1,200 times a day. Each interruption costs around 23 minutes to fully refocus. Economists estimate information overload drains about $1 trillion a year in lost productivity. The barrier of our era is simply too much noise. Let us recap Part 2. 5 barriers quietly wreck communication. A poor channel, poor expression, missed nonverbal signals, information filtering, and overload with distraction. Each one pulls the received meaning away from the intended one. But each is fixable once you learn to spot it in yourself and others. This builds on our chapter notes from Schermerhorn and Bachrach's Exploring Management, 7th edition, on the barriers to effective communication, updated with 2025 data on digital overload. We know why messages get lost. In Part 3, we get practical, the concrete habits from active listening to smarter feedback that help you actually connect. If this is helping, subscribe and we will see you there.